It's Tehachapi time. Key Budge Maya Acosta today. Maya, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Doing very good. It's nice to have you working with me today because we have a couple of guests. Every month, we highlight the Greater Tehachapi Chamber of Commerce. Claire Scotty, as usual, you are here and you brought another special guest, Claire. So first, welcome.
Thank you so much. Always happy to be here. And it's such an honor every month to come and talk about chamber stuff.
And you brought a returning guest, Ashley Cortez from WM.
Yes.
Ashley, welcome back.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited. Always ready to talk some trash.
Yes.
I like it. A little trash talking right here.
Yes. And today's even more special because Ashley is actually the chair of our board at the chamber. So we get a little bit of experience as a board member and we get to highlight WM and that wonderful partnership. So thank you so much.
And with the Chamber, Greater Tehachapi Chamber of Commerce, you're not just representing businesses within the city of Tehachapi, but also the entire zip code. And people kind of have some misconceptions of where the city ends, where the unincorporated, the CSDs, all these jurisdictional boundaries, but you take care of all the businesses within the zip code.
Yes, we do. And I would like to share that the Chamber is also a 501c6. We're a nonprofit organization, and a 501c6 is reserved for like business leagues, real estate boards, boards of trade, professional football leagues. You know, those are 501c6 organizations. And so those are nonprofits. And what we try to do is we keep track of any employment updates. So all of our members who have employees, they can stay on top of what is required in California. We offer a ton of resources for all of our members, and that's including a conference room at our location. But we also offer a lot of learning opportunities, business building opportunities. We offer luncheons, lunch and learns, mixers where you get to build some business and network. We coordinate events to help promote interest in the area, such as Mountain Festival, Apple Festival now. Lots of really fun stuff. And we collaborate with our wonderful partners here in this community, including the city of Tehachapi. And, you know, we're all ships in a harbor, right? So when we collaborate and we work together, we all rise up together. And I have had such an amazing time at this Chamber of Commerce because we have wonderful partnerships. And we serve our businesses and our organizations here, just like the city of Tehachapi serves so many other parts as well as local business. So,
and WM, Ashley, I mean, you guys are such a, you've only been here a few years. I mean, that's one thing. You guys bought Ben's Sanitation a few years ago.
Right.
And you guys have jumped right in to be a part of the community. So we always like to, when we have whenever we can with our chamber highlights each month, focus on a city related business. And you guys have really jumped in. And whatever the community event is, as Claire mentioned, collaborations, we shoot you an email or a member of your team and say, hey, we've got this coming up. And the answer is always yes. How can we help?
Yes.
So thank you for that.
No, you're welcome. You know, we're all about community. You know, we're here to serve the residents and businesses of Tehachapi. And so being able to partner with the chamber and just be a part of every part of the community, whether it's at an event or, you know, now I'm on the board. So it's really cool because I get to really dive in and really create these strong partnerships. And it's been amazing. This community is so connected and just, they really love, you know, everyone here just loves this community. And so to be a part of that impact is just been really rewarding. And so any way we can give back, we're always willing, you know, to give back to this community and help in any way. And so that's why it's been such a great partnership. You know, we've been doing Mountain Festival, Apple Festival, providing those, you know, in-kind donations, you know, that people don't think of. It's kind of in the background when you're planning events and stuff. It's like, oh, but we need trash cans. We need there's just so many different things that go into that event planning process. And so we're happy to assist and take that kind of load and worry off the event coordinators. And so we've been helping out. We do the cleanups, you know, we help with any nonprofit cleanups out in the community. And so we're committed and we're here to serve and connect with the residents and business community. And I think we've done a great job at really doing that.
And then currently WM provides trash service for the city of Tehachapi residents, both commercial and residential.
Right.
And then you also, I think in Bear Valley, do you have
Yes, we're in
Stallion Springs as well?
So we're in Stallion, we're in Bear Valley, and so we're the service provider out there.
Okay. And Golden Hills has a separate provider
Correct.
that takes care of that community.
Right.
So, Claire, you've got a great partner that you brought in today. And now that you've got Ashley on your board, you've got another smart collaborator that's all about community.
Oh, yes. Yes. We're heading in the right direction.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some of the things that the Chamber's had and been involved with, and things that are coming up. What do you got on your menu of a variety of events and things that are coming? You've got your lunch and learns, you've got your monthly luncheons, and all kinds of events that you plan.
Yes. And we've been on fire with some of those events. And a lot of that is the community and businesses coming to us and saying, it would be great if we could do this. And so the Wind Festival was one of those things where I went out to the park and I saw people flying kites and I thought, why don't we do that more often? So the Wind Festival was created and it went swimmingly a couple weeks ago on April 20th. And I think we probably had close to 3,000 people there. We ran out of kites. We had 500 kites donated by Sim Sanitation and they were gone within the hour. So if we're able to bring this event back as an annual event every spring, we'll make sure there's lots of kites out there. But all the food vendors sold out of food by the end of the day. We had 70 kites in the air at a time. Everyone seemed to have a wonderful time, a great job, just coming out and enjoying our wonderful parks and our beautiful weather that we had that weekend, thank goodness. But I wanted to thank Cerro Coso for being our gold sponsor for that event, Sim Sanitation, Terrigen, and Tehachapi Remax, and then Tehachapi Valley Parks and Recreation and Golden Hill CSD. We all came together and made that work, and that was just a really, really fun event. But we have a new one starting May 1st, which is a scavenger hunt. And this one's a little bit more digital, but we are encouraging everyone to go out and explore Tehachapi. And there's going to be 15 different clues along the way on this scavenger hunt. And we're asking everyone to kind of go out and figure out these clues, find those locations all over the place. And the way this works, it's an Instagram scavenger hunt. And part of this is to also build our audience so that people that follow the Chamber on Instagram will also get to see a lot of these things happening, these events coming up, these opportunities. And then we also want to encourage everyone to explore and see some of these areas of Tehachapi that they might not know about. So when you see our Instagram, Chamber Tehachapi, there's going to be a post May 1st. Like that post, follow our page, and then tag 5 friends that you want to do the scavenger hunt with. Throughout the whole month, we will message you the different clues. And if you are able to get it all solved and you had hit all 15 locations, then there will be a $1,000 prize for the winner. The second place prize is $500. Third place prize is $250. There's also going to be a few 4th and 5th and 6th place prizes that other businesses are throwing in there as well, which are really exciting. And then there's also going to be a $500 prize for the person who has the most friends follow our Instagram.
Now, is that going to be cash, or are you giving away gift cards that are good to Tehachapi businesses?
So it'll be cash this time around.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is all sponsored by Knight Building Systems, which is a local Tehachapi business. And it was a really fun idea. John Knight came to us and said, there's scavenger hunts that chambers do in different communities, and I think this would be a really, really fun opportunity. And so we're very excited to try this out, and I will be very busy monitoring everything and making sure everybody gets their clues. And we're asking everyone, once you find the location, take a picture so we have proof that you made it there, and then we'll drop the next clue to you.
All right. And this runs May 1st until?
May 31st.
Okay, for the month of May.
Full month of May, yeah.
All right. Now, do we have a chamber luncheon for May as well?
Yes, we do. Our luncheon this month for May is the 21st, and Jim Damien, who is the Chief Economic Development Officer for Kern County, he's going to come out. We're going to have it at P-Dubs this month at noon, and he is going to talk all about business opportunities in Kern, how the economic scene is playing out so far this year, and what businesses need to know to stay ahead of it. So really excited to hear from him. And then we have a mixer on May 29th, starting at 5:30. That will be at Town Place Suites. And they're going to do a special Wine Up Wednesday. So all of our members coming out will enjoy a glass of wine, a special tour of the hotel. And then the Semerenko team is going to give a special presentation on the importance of events and building your business. And so if you're a business and you've been thinking, oh man, I wonder if I could do an event and get people over here to see what it is we do. There's a way to do that, and to do it efficiently, to not spend a whole lot of money, and to get the biggest bang for your buck. And the Semerenko team, we know they're always doing wonderful events. They're reaching out to the community always. And so they have a lot of wonderful things to share for that mixer.
I think there's a misconception when events take place that people think there has to be instant success. And what you're doing is exposing people. So you will see probably a little bump in your activity financially at the drawer. But what you're doing is you're kind of putting the seeds in exposing your business. And then people come back, and then it's like 2 weeks from now, oh yeah, I was just there. And they have exactly what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm. So, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, and planting that seed is so important, because they also tell their friends and family when the topic comes up in a conversation. So it's a really powerful tool, and we're going to learn all about how to utilize that in the best way.
Well, very good.
Yes.
Ashley, now your role as a director for the chamber? No, so what's your input, or what have you seen? I mean, when did you take the seat?
I've been with the chamber for a little over a year now.
Okay.
So I had my first year last year. We're a pretty much all new board now. So I came in with a group that had a lot of knowledge and wisdom, that have been serving on the board for many, 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 many years. And, they taught me a lot in that short amount of time. But now, we're so refreshed and new, and we're just, fresh insights, new perspectives, just all getting shared. And it's really cool when we meet, monthly, and just like a night's scavenger hunt, like that just came out of an idea, and that he had. And, we're trying to grow our Instagram followers. We want to get more of the information and the great things we're doing out into the community. And, social's so huge, and, we want to grow that platform of Instagram and get more people aware of the things going on. And so, it's just really cool to have so many different ideas on the table. And so we've had a really good time getting to learn about each other and each other's businesses and the impact we're going to have. And then just coming and thinking of these new ways to engage with our members. It's been really fun, and we all bring something different to the table.
And the energy that your board brings. Ashley has a lot of energy.
Yes.
And I've known Ashley a long time. We go back to working in the Antelope Valley together. And so I know the energy that she can bring, and I know that has to help you, your staff on a day-to-day basis when you've got that positivity that's coming at you from the board.
Yes. Yeah. When you have all of that amazing energy, like you said, behind you, and that as soon as you reach out to your board and you're asking for input and you're asking, hey, what do you guys think about this? And they answer. It's amazing, and it's wonderful, and so many great ideas and insights, and people coming from all these different walks of life. And so a lot of experience in business, a lot of experience from different communities, and also from you have LA, and you have Colorado, and you have all these different places, and they're bringing all of those ideas, and it has just been a joy to work with this wonderful board, and I love coming to work every day. So
very good.
And I hear, Claire, you also have a job fair coming up as well for the chamber.
Yes. So it's a little ways out, but we know things happen very quickly around here. But June 22nd will be our job fair. And we hold this every year. It's an opportunity for businesses. If you are looking to hire, then we have a spot for you. And you don't have to be a chamber member. Just call the chamber and we'll get you all set up. And we also are providing some resources for people that want that employment. So if you have a resume and you want to go over it with somebody and make sure it really is awesome, come to the chamber and we'll help you get that resume organized so that it's just what you need and you're confident about it when you hand it over to your interviewee, your interviewer. Anything that if you want to go over interview skills, come over to the chamber and we'll sit down with you for a few minutes and we'll talk about interview skills and kind of get you primed and ready for that great interview.
Do you ever do mock interviews for people?
Yes.
Okay, I was going to say, if you ever need help, let me know. I'll come
awesome.
in. I'm that trained interrogator. So if you want the interrogator side to come
right?
and give you the good cop, bad cop.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll definitely be the good cop. And then
Okay. Right.
if you get through an interview with Key, you are good to go.
That's right.
Everything else is easy.
So with and it's nice that the chamber, you always think chamber business, but what you're doing with the potential workers is you are looking out for the business because you're prepping that worker, that person that's trying to get back into the workforce or maybe for the first time, you're prepping them for their best foot forward into one of our local small businesses or a larger business. So that way they're the best prepared to benefit the business.
Yes, absolutely. And we want to make sure that they're finding a good fit. Because when you do sit down at that interview, you're also interviewing the interviewer because you want to make sure that it's a good fit. And when you're sitting there and you come to work every day, you want to make sure that you are happy to walk through that door and to put your all into that work day. And so that's a big part of it too, is making sure that you also know the questions to ask during an interview as well, so that everyone does feel very comfortable with that decision.
Now, something that you've continued on with what Jeanette had done when she was with the chamber was the lunch and learns that had started, and you've been continuing that this year. What's that been like? The various lunch and learns you do every month?
That has been wonderful. And that really comes from the feedback that we get from our members. So during the luncheons, we reach out and we ask everyone, what are some things that you'd like to learn? And that has brought back a lot of really fun topics. So our lunch and learn for April was how to deal with complainers. And we had Nancy Franklin, who's a behavioral analyst, and she came over and we met at Mountain Music Fiddler's Crossing, which was the perfect setting for everyone to come together and learn there are 4 different types of complainers out there. And there's different ways that they're going to bring their complaints to you. And there's ways to head those complaints off so that you can be professional about it and you can kind of just stop it right there before it turns into something big. And there's ways to hold yourself, use how you use your voice, how you use your nonverbal language so that you can de-escalate any situation that might arise from a complaint. And that way, at the end of this interaction with this complainer, everyone walks away feeling good about themselves and good about that interaction. We learned so much, and I have a feeling that Nancy will be coming back because everyone walked away feeling really great, and they had new tools in their toolbox for these instances that do arise.
It's one of the lost things is customer service and dealing with that. Whether it's a complaint and making that person feel heard. A lot of people just want to feel heard.
Right.
And then if you do that and you understand that that's a big part of customer service, Ashley, I'm looking at you. I know because you hear a lot on the negative side, but there's so many changes that are going on that the state has pushed down.
Right.
And I don't want to go too far down that rabbit hole because you are going to come back and sit down with Corey Costello and myself, and we're going to dig into a lot of the state mandates, but there's change coming again that the state says has to take place.
Right.
And there's going to be people that don't understand it. They'll be upset. And we're going to try and work through that together as partners, educate the community. But you deal with, the complaining
head on. Everyone always tends to see all the, when you don't do it right, you never hear all the, when you get it right 99% of the time, unfortunately. But we're really big about customer service. We have our our reps here locally that are here. If people have, issues or questions, they can come to our office here off Denison. And then we're always giving out our card. So we're always there giving out our direct information to residents and businesses so that they can contact us with anything they need. And so it's better just to stay ahead of it. And we're really good at getting back and resolving those and quickly, because we don't want you to have to worry about anything on that front.
So as a national company, you have a local call center right here in Tehachapi.
We have local people that you can call our office locally. And then there's also like chat. So if you don't want to, you can go and chat on the website. We have a dedicated website just for Tehachapi residents where they can get information specific to their services. And so we're really big about getting information out there and, being accessible is really what we like to do. And between me and Frank, my coworker, we're out in the community, we're out at the events, interacting with residents and, making sure they have a point of contact should anything happen.
Well, it's nice because as I mentioned, we're going to have you back. We're going to have another very in-depth conversation about the third bin that's coming.
Yes.
And something to look forward to. I mean, whether you're a resident, it's the state of California saying that things are going to happen. We're going to explain what that means and what to expect. So we're going to have a special show just dedicated to sharing that information.
Yes, because it's a lot. And so it's nice to be able to educate everyone on what's coming.
But with what you mentioned about the different levels of conversation that you can have with customers, whether it's calling in at the local office, you've got the chat, you've got the website, you guys are out. I mean, that's our philosophy too here at the city. We communicate on different social media platforms. We've got our Text MyGov. We utilize Nixle. We've got people that are here at the counter that answer the phones. So whatever your preference is, that if you're listening, we try to make sure that we communicate on that platform to make it as easy for you to get information and share with us.
Right. And the city and WM have a great partnership with their online platform where people can submit requests or issues or comments through the city's portal. And then those go to WM and we can troubleshoot those as they come in. And it's been a really great partnership on getting those.
What is that? That's the request tracker.
Yes.
Report a concern. Mm-hmm. And it's really, once you set up a quick account, then it's very,
yes.
You log right back in immediately and you're able to put any question or concern you might have.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So it makes it really easy for everybody.
So Claire, let's go back, chamber business. What else do we have to look forward to? You talked about the job fair that's coming up in June. You talked about Jim Damien coming up in May. What's our May lunch and learn? Do we have one?
So the lunch and learn is going to be a mixer this time. So we're going to have it in the evening and we're going to talk about events.
Great.
So yeah.
Where's that one going to be?
That'll be at Town Place Suites.
Oh, that's right. You said it was a part of their Wednesday Wine Down Wednesday that they've been doing. Yes.
Yeah.
And Town Place Suites, we got a tour. It is a beautiful facility, and they've got a business meeting room, and it has a nice little casual lounge. Maya, have you been out there on Wednesdays? They do the Wind Down Wednesdays and just invite you in, and it's they even have a beautiful outdoor setting too with patio furniture, and it's like you don't have to be staying in the hotel. You can kind of come and just kind of chill out a little bit.
Yes, and they utilize that front space has these beautiful grills, and they utilize that in the summertime, and they do grill outs for all the people staying there and any guests that come over. So sometimes they'll do a little grill out just for the community to come and see. And we're very excited to have it there because they're so thoughtful too with how they've set up the rooms. Anyone who has a hearing disability or they can't hear very well, there are special like doorbells that you push a button and then a red light will blink on the inside of the room. And so they're very accessibility conscious. And so that's something that's really been wonderful that I have noticed because I've seen people coming in and going to Town Place because they thought about those things and because their comfort is really a high priority over there.
And what else do we have coming? I know we always talk about, when we have you in talking about the weekend events, This is starting to warm up. I mean, the weather's still kind of going back and forth, but we know summer's coming. And our spring weather, it's today when we're recording, it's beautiful and sunny. Hopefully it stays this way for a little while.
Yes.
But that means events and that means activity. So do we have anything else to look forward to? I mean, I know we've got Mountain Festival.
Of course, of course. Well, first, we're doing a little precursor to Thunder on the Mountain. On June 1st, there's going to be a Thunder Spring Car Cruise. So we're inviting everyone out with those amazing classic cars. And we're going to start down at Keene Cafe. And we're going to drive up Tehachapi, Woodford Tehachapi Boulevard, and kind of go by the Loop platform. And then we're going to end up at P-Dubs to do a little car show over there with that great big old parking lot. And that will also be the day that we announce the winners of the scavenger hunt.
Oh, okay.
And so we'll invite everybody to come out and we'll talk about the big winner, the second place, third place, and then there's going to be a lot of giveaways, a lot of really fun stuff for everyone who comes.
Very good.
Yes.
Busy.
Yes, super busy. And then, looking forward, we have Mountain Festival, August 17th and 18th. That's warming up. We have vendors pouring in and getting ready for that and getting all of their stuff together. And we have entertainment that we're setting down and pinning some wonderful musicians. And then we have Thunder on the Mountain, which will be September 28th, right down here, downtown. Really looking forward to that, looking at probably 300 cars coming down to see, what Tehachapi is all about. And then October 12th and 13th will be Apple Festival.
And that's yours now. That's now a chamber event.
It is,
where
yes.
It's changed hands. Will we see, I know it's a long time planning, but will we see a similar footprint, or are we going to see similar type things, or is there anything you can tease us with that might be a change?
Well, we're changing the layout of the whole festival. So we're putting all of the booths down the middle of the street, just like the city of Tehachapi did for Hometown Christmas, for the wine walk. That worked out really well, having everybody down the middle. And we're going to kind of wrap everyone around. So you've got Green Street, F Street, and then Robinson. And we're going to make a beer garden that's even bigger and more welcoming. We'll have some music in the beer garden, and then we're also going to have music out for families and everyone to enjoy in Centennial Plaza. We're bringing back all the games, all the fun stuff for the kids, the bounce houses, lots of apples. We're working on bringing in some little baby apple trees that people can purchase and plant in their backyards, and bringing back the apple, because we know as the weather changes too, sometimes it gets difficult for those apples to bloom and create fruit. But we're looking at finding some varietals that will do better in warmer conditions, that our summers are getting a little hotter.
Yeah, and Tehachapi is really known. I mean, a lot of the big traditional history, and when this was a train stop, apples, peaches, nectarines, apricots, cherries, those were all some of the staple crops that Tehachapi is known for. And we still have active commercial growers, and I know some of these growers provide gourmet apples that go out to these exotic restaurants, eateries that they get shipped out to, and we don't even get to see them here. But I think bringing back or highlighting little of the history of the apple farmer, I think is going to be cool.
Yeah, absolutely. We're very excited about this event. We're very honored to take it over, and we're excited to see what happens with it. So,
well, very good.
Yeah.
Ashley,
Yes.
What else do you got going on over there at WM?
I know we're going to be busy. We're going to be talk of the town here coming up in the summer. But we will be the speaker at the chamber luncheon in June. So I really invite all the businesses to come and learn about the new law and the new services that are going to be required, and how to utilize recycling, organics, all that. So it'll be really informative. I was telling Claire I might kind of make it more interactive, where we have different bags at the table, and people kind of test their knowledge. We'll have photos of different items, and they put the items where they think they go, to make it more interactive and see how well we know how to sort our trash. And so doing stuff like that, we're busy. We're a big sponsor of the Mountain Festival, so we look forward to that every year. And so we're going to be busy. We're going to in our neck of the woods, but we're excited.
We're going to bring you out for farmers market too at the beginning
and
of the farmers
we'll
market,
be
right?
for the first, I believe, 4 weeks of the farmers market. So check us out in June and July. We'll be there for any questions you have about your services and the new cart coming. And so we'll be accessible to everybody at those events.
Coming soon, 1 additional cart.
I know.
To your driveway.
Yes.
It's happening, so we might as well sell it and sell it with a smile. Otherwise, it's too easy to frown and say, doggone it, I got another can. Well, the state says, yes, you get another can. So we'll show you how to use it.
Exactly. We're here for you.
Good deal. Maya, anything? You live here in the city.
Yeah.
Are you ready for that 3rd cart?
Yeah, I was actually just thinking about that the other day. I live in a 4-plex, so we've got like 3 trash cans, 3 recycling bins in our area. I thought, I don't know if we have space for another compost bin. We're going to have to rework things. But yeah, it'll be a learning process for everybody. But thankful that we have WM to explain it all for us.
Yes. And I think we have a council workshop coming up too, the beginning of May.
Yeah.
I want to say May 6th.
Yeah.
So to keep a lookout for that. Everyone's welcome to come. Like I said, the more the merrier. We just want to get the word out on what's coming and make it a painless process. It's doable, I promise. And we'll get through it together. But just want to show the community that we're here for you and here to help guide you and educate you as needed.
Perfect. Claire? Anything else that we haven't talked about that we need to get out and share?
I think we touched on everything this month.
Okay. Now, if there's a business that's not a member of the chamber and they're interested in joining, how can they do that?
Yes. So you can always get some more information on our website, tehachapi.com. Give us a call. We're happy. We answer the phones between 10 and 3. Those are our opening hours. And so give us a call, 661-822-4180. You can always stop by the chamber at 209 East Tehachapi Boulevard over there by Taco Sandwich and Railroad Park. And it's $150 for the whole year. And we'll talk about all the benefits that we're offering. And if there's something in particular that you want assistance with, that you need resources for, please let us know, because there's probably an expert out there that we can contact and get you on your way.
And if you become a member, I'm going old school here, and I'm thinking about the old little directory phone books, but I bet you have a digital directory that people automatically go in once they become a member.
Yes. Our website has a directory that is constantly updated. And if you're a member and you want to update any of that information, let us know. We can do it immediately. And we're also working on having a printed relocation guide and reference guide with all of our businesses. But there's opportunities there for that to become a digital thing as well. So lots of exciting things in the works to work with our new technology and get the word out and make sure that all of our businesses are easy to find.
Love it.
And now with the chamber, there's no, say, size requirement for the business, correct? Like even if you were a freelancer, would the chamber services be something that they could utilize?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes, we have several freelancers, either people that are journalists, or we have folks that make crafts, they make quilts, they make all kinds of beautiful things, and they have a business. And so they are absolutely welcome to join and enjoy those resources.
Maya, are you saying you have time to freelance? Is that what I'm hearing here?
No, not me, but someone out there, I'm sure.
I'm sure there is. All right. Well, before we wrap things up, anything in closing that we didn't mention?
No. I just thank you. We're excited. The chamber has a lot of fresh things coming, and we're excited to share them with the community.
Very good.
Yes. Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Maya, anything in closing?
No.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks. This is our May Chamber of Commerce, Greater Tehachapi Chamber of Commerce update. Ashley Cortez, thank you for joining us.
Oh, always a pleasure. I love coming on here. Thank you for having me.
And look forward to having you in the coming days, weeks, when we talk trash.
Yes, get ready.
Talking trash. Yeah. And Claire, thank you for coming. Every month, you and I get together for this conversation. You get together with Maya on a separate podcast every week. But thank you for coming in. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
All right, folks. If there is anything that you would like to have answered, you've got a question based on today's topics, conversations, you can send it to Maya and I at media@tehachapicityhall.com. We appreciate the time you spend with us. And I guess, Maya, we'll catch them again soon, right?
We will.
All right, folks. Have a great day.